Bhagavad Gita as it is, 4th chapter, text number 5, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on March 25th, 1974, in Bombay, India.
Translation. The Blessed Lord said, many, many births both you and I have passed. I can remember all of them, but you cannot, O subduer of the enemy.
Sri Bhagavan Uvacha. We have already explained the meaning of Bhagavan in connection with the first verse. Still, again we are repeating. Bhagavan, Bhaga means opulence. And when the Sanskrit affix is there, Bhat Putta, one who possesses opulence, he is called Bhagavan. So, it is described by Parashar Muni that Oisajyasya samagrasya bijyasya jasasa sriya jnana vairagyayasya sara iti bhavangana. Bhagavan means who possesses these 6 opulences in full, all riches, all strength, all influence, all wisdom, all beauty, all renunciation. So, it has been analyzed how we possess all these opulences, and it has been found by the great sages that Krishna is the possessor of all opulences, all beauty, all wisdom. Ishara Parama Krishna, the supreme possessor is Krishna. Sachidananda Vigraha, Anadiradi Govinda, Sarva Karana Karana. So, Bhagavan is individual. We are also individual, part and parcel. Just like the Father is individual, and the sons are also individual. We are all sons of God. Mamaivangsha Jiva Bhuta. Jiva Loke. So, we are all individual. In the 2nd chapter, Krishna said that we all, you, me, and all the soldiers and the kings who have assembled here, they were existing before as individual, and we are existing now as individual, and in future also we shall exist as individual. So that is being explained again. Bahuni me batatani janmani tabachad. As individual, we are taking birth. That Krishna's birth will be explained in the next verse. Ajopi sannabhyatma. Ajo. Ajo means who does not take birth. We are also ajo. What is that? Najayate na amriyate va kadachi. Na hannate hannamane sarire. Nitta sahasatayam purana. That is the description of the living entities. A living entity as we are, we also do not take birth. We are eternal, part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna is eternal, we are also eternal. Krishna is individual, we are also individual. The difference is that he is Ishara Parama. He is the supreme controller. And we are also controller, but limited. Very minute control. That is the difference. God is great and we are a small particle. That is the difference. Therefore, Krishna said that I also take my birth and you also take your bath. But the difference is, Tani aham Veda. I know how many times I took bath. But you also took many times, but you have forgot. That is the difference. Tani aham Veda sarvani nattang vithya parantam. You cannot remember. Actually, we do not remember what I was in my last birth. I do not know. Death means forgetfulness. Death means to forget everything. Just like daytime and nighttime. Nighttime also, when we sleep, we forget all our business in daytime. We have got everyday experience. We are different person at night. We are dreaming something, dreamland, somewhere I have gone. And forget that I have got a body which is lying on the bed. I am the father of such and such sons. I am the husband of such and such. No, you forget everything. And again, in the daytime, you forget everything what you dreamt. This is our practical experience. Similarly, we had our last birth, but we have forgotten. But Krishna does not forget. That is the difference between Krishna and the living entity. I have explained already, we forget because we change body. Tatha dehantara prapti. Dehantara prapti, we do not know what kind of body I had in my last life, or what kind of body I am going to accept next life. But there is the law, tatha dehantara prapti. But Krishna does not forget. He knows. That is perfect knowledge. And because we are imperfect, we do not. When we will be perfect also, we will remember. But that is means spiritual life. No more material body. That can be also possible. It is said in the Bhagavad Gita, taptati hanga punarjanma naiti mameti kaunte. So when we go to Krishna, we get the similar body. Although we are subordinate, still the facility is almost the same, 78%. So, about Krishna, it is in the Brahma Sangita it is said, Advaita Achyuta Anadi Ananta Rupam Adyam Purana Purusam Navajauvanancha Vedeshu Dullava Adurlavayatma Bhaktau Govindam Adi Purusam Tamaham Bhajami. Advaita Achyuta Anadi Ananta Rupam. Krishna can expand himself. Ananta Rupam. Ananta means unlimited. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita it is said, Ishara sarvabhutanam riddesi arjuna tishtati. Now, we are individual soul. So, we are also associated with Krishna as Paramatma within the heart. Paramatma is there. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishta. Where the Paramatma is there, that is also stated. Hridhi, in the heart. Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishta. There is no mistake. Krishna says, I stay within the heart of everyone. They are sitting, two birds, that is stated in the Upanishad, sitting on one tree. This body is tree. And Paramatma and Jivatma, both of them are sitting on the same tree. The Jivatma is relishing the fruit of the tree, and Paramatma is only observer. Paramatma is observer. Anumanta upadrashta. Upadrashta. Simply seeing our activities. Krishna is so kind. God is so kind. that he is living with me just to turn my face towards him. He's just looking after the opportunity when this living entity, mami mangsa, jivaloka sanatana, manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karsati. He is struggling for existence in this material world with his concocted mind and senses. So Krishna is looking for the opportunity when the living entity will come back to him. Because we are sons, so father, if the son is bewildered, gone out of the home and loitering in the street, the father is very anxious to get him back, although the son has forgotten. This is the position. Therefore, as Paramatma is guiding us, Sarvasya chaham hridhi sannivishta. I am sitting in everyone's heart. Matta smriti jnanam apohanancha. From him we get the remembrance. I wanted to enjoy something. Krishna gives us full opportunity. Now here is the opportunity. You can do it. Anumanta. And is so kind. But that is not our actual business. Our actual business is to go back to home, back to Godhead. Not to enjoy in this material world. But still, because we want it, Krishna gives us all facilities. Matta smriti jnanam apohanancha. If we want to enjoy this material world, Krishna will give us all the opportunities. You can become the topmost living entity like Lord Brahma, and you can become an insignificant ant according to your karma. Anumanta upadrashta. So this is going on. Therefore Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Ei rupe brahmanda bhramite kono bhagavanaji. In this way we are wandering all over the universe as some body, sometimes human being, sometimes demigod, sometimes cats, sometimes dogs, sometimes trees, sometimes plants, sometimes insect, sometimes Brahma, sometimes ant, sometimes bee, anything. There are 8,400,000 species of life. So this is our circulation. Therefore Krishna says that Tavacha Arjuna, as Paramatma, I am with you always. And you are changing so many bodies. Of course, Arjuna did not change because he is devotee. He is accompanying Krishna always. Sakhachiti, bhaktosi, sakhachi. So he is friend. He takes his birth as human being whenever Krishna wants. Krishna has his associates. When he comes on this planet, in this universe, he comes with his associates. So the Pandavas, they are Krishna's eternal associates. Although associate, still Arjuna forgets about his previous birth because he is human being. Whereas Krishna remembers. So Krishna also takes birth. Very many incarnations. Ramadi muttishu tala niyamena tishthan nana avataram akarat bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna sayam samabhavat paramapamanajo govindamadi purusam tamaham vayami. This is stated in the Brahma Samhita. Krishna is appearing in so many incarnations. Just try to understand what is the position of Krishna. He is situated as Paramatma in everyone's heart. Ishara sarvabhutanam riddhese Arjuna tisthati. And is giving direction to everyone. And there are unlimited, innumerable living entities. So he has to give instruction in different ways to so many living entities. How much busy he is. Just try to imagine. Still, his position is The same, Golokaeva nivasati akilatma bhuta. Golokaeva nivasati. Krishna is still in his own original place, Goloka Vrindavan, and he is enjoying in the company of Srimati Radharani. That business it is not the Mayavadi philosophy, because he has expanded himself in so many hearts of the living entities. That does not mean that he is finished in his own abode. No, still he is there. That is Krishna. Purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avasishyate. This is the Vedic information. Even here we have got material experience. If you have got 1 rupee, if you take 1 anna, then it is 15 annas. Or if you take 2 annas, it is 14 annas. If you take 16 annas, it becomes 0. But Krishna is not like that. He can expand himself. Unlimited forms. Still, the original Krishna is there. That is Krishna. We have got experience. 1 minus 1 equal to 0. But there in the spiritual world, that is called absolute. 1 minus millions times 1 minus is still the original 1 is 1. That is Krishna. Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. So that Krishna you cannot understand Vedeshu simply by studying Vedic literature. Although the Vedas means, Vedanta means to understand Krishna. Veda ishta sarvai ahameva Veda. But unfortunately, because we do not take the shelter of Krishna or his devotee, we cannot understand what is the purpose of Vedas. That will be explained in the 7th chapter. Maya sakta mana pratha. Maya sakta mana pratha yogam junjana madasraya. Madasraya. Asangsang samagram man jathagastati tatsino. If you want to understand Krishna, asangsang, without any doubt, and samagram, and in full, then you have to practice this yoga system. What is that? Yoga. Manmana bhava mad bhakta madhyaji mang namaste. Madasa. Yogam. Yogam madasaya. Madasaya, this word is very significant. Mat means either you take directly, that is not very easy thing. Shelter of me. Or one who has taken shelter of me, you take shelter of. Just like there is electric powerhouse and there is a plug. That plug is connected with the electric powerhouse, and if you push your wire in the plug, you also get electricity. Similarly, as it is stated in the beginning of this chapter, Evam parampara pratam mimang rajasayo vidu. If you take shelter of the parampara system, the same example, if you take the shelter of the plug which is connected with the powerhouse, you get immediately electricity. Similarly, if you take shelter of a person who is coming in the parampara system, there is a parampara system. Krishna, he instructed Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma instructed Narada. Narada instructed Vyasdev. Vyasdev instructed Madhyacharya. Madhyacharya instructed in so many ways. Then Madhavendra Puri. The Madhavendra Puri, Ishwar Puri. From Ishwar Puri, Lord Chaitanya. In this way there is a parampara system. There are 4 Vaishnava Sampradayas. The Rudra Sampradaya, Brahma Sampradaya, Kumar Sampradaya, and Lakshmi Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya. So, Sampradaya Vihinaji Mantraste Vifalamata. If you do not receive instruction of Krishna from the Sampradaya, then Vifalamata. Then whatever you have learned, it is useless. It is useless. That is the defect. So many people are studying Bhagavad Gita, but they do not understand what is Krishna. Because they do not receive through the evam parampara praptam. The parampara, unless you go to the parampara, the same example, if you do not take electricity from the plug which is connected with the powerhouse, what is the use of your bulb and wire? It has no use. Therefore, how Krishna is expanding, it is Vedeshu Durlabha. If you simply have got academic knowledge, then it will not be possible. Vedeshu Durlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto. This is the statement of Brahma Samhita. Adurlabham Atma Bhakto. One who is Krishna's devotee, pure devotee. Anna vilasita sunnam jnana karmadanabritam anukullena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttama. Pure devotee means he has no other desire, no material desire. Anna vilasita sunnam, zero. So what is that? Anna vilasita sunnam jnana karmad anabritam. Jnana and karma and bhakti. Bhakti is anna vilasita sunnam. But jnana is obligation. There is desire for liberation, to become one with the Supreme. So, that also should be given up. Jnana, karma, anabritam. Not covered by the speculative process or fruitive activities. Jnana, karma, anukullena krishnanushilanam. Simply, favorably cultivating Krishna consciousness. Anukullena, that is bhakti uttama, that is first class bhakti. And if it is mixed up, somehow with material desire, or spiritual emancipation, or fruitive activities, then it is not pure devotee. So, if you can approach such pure devotee, as it is stated in the Brahma Samhita, adurlabham atma bhakto, there is atma bhakto, pure devotee. He can deliver you Krishna. Take Krishna. Here is Krishna. Krishna Prema, that is the symbolic representation, is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is described by Rupa Goswami. Namo Mahavadharnaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namini Gauratishe Namo. When Rupa Goswami, he was minister in the government of Nawab Hussain Shah at that time, very exalted personality. He could understand Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Therefore, when he first met him at Allahabad, Prayag, he offered his respect with these words, Namo Mahavadharnaya, the most magnificent incarnation. Why? Krishna Prema Pradayate. You are distributing Krishna Prem. It is very difficult to understand Krishna, but you are so kind that you are immediately delivering love of Krishna. You can know one person, but to develop love for him, that is another transaction. So, people cannot understand even Krishna. And what is the saying of Krishna's love? But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so kind that he immediately giving Krishna prem, love of Krishna. Therefore, he is described as the most munificent incarnation. Krishna himself could not deliver himself. He wanted, first of all, he surrendered. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam saranam. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so kind, simply through this chanting and dancing, he is distributing love of Krishna. You can see practically these boys from European and American countries, they are all over the world. Why they are chanting and dancing in this way? Do you think they have become mad? And one says, yes, they have become mad. Why? For love of Krishna. Now they have begun. They have become lover of Krishna. So Krishna Prem is like that. That is through the mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the symbolic representation of devotee. Bhaktavataram, bhaktyakham, namami bhakta shaktikam. Namami bhakta shaktikam. He can give the strength to the devotee so that he can develop his dormant love of Krishna. Therefore, in the Brahma Samhita it is stated, adurlavam ato bhakto. If one is pure devotee, for him Krishna is available very easily. He says in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhaktyamam abhijanati javan jaschami tattva. One can understand me. In truth, javan jaschami tattva, which is very, very difficult. Manusyanam sahasreshu kaschid jadati siddha. Jatatam api siddhanam kaschid vetti mam tattva. To understand Krishna as he is, it is difficult. But if you take to this process of devotional service, Savanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasivanam Archanam Bandhanam Dasam Sakkhamatanive, either of these process, all the process are either of these, you become successful to develop your dormant Krishna consciousness, and then your life becomes successful. Thank you very much.
The following is a class on the Bhagavad Gita as it is, 4th chapter, text number 6, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on March 26, 1974, in Bombay, India.
Translation. Although I am unborn, and my transcendental body never deteriorates, and although I am the Lord of all sentient beings, I still appear in every millennium in my original transcendental form.
So, Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, explaining the method of his appearance and disappearance. People do not know it. Just like the sun, because we do not see at night, formerly some people used to think the sun is now dead or gone. But later on, by scientific method, they have come to know the sun is always in the sky. Due to our different position, we do not see the sun at night. Otherwise, the sun is there. If this is possible for an ordinary material thing, how much it is greatly possible for the Supreme Spirit. Therefore, Ajopi, sun, Krishna has no birth, no death. We have also no birth and death, because we are part and parcel of Krishna. We have no birth and death, that is explained already in the 2nd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Na jayate na mriyate va kadachit, na hannate hannamane sarire. So, if the part and particles, a small atomic particle, we are atomic particle. Our magnitude is described in the Shastra, Padma Purana, and Upanishad also. Kesagra satobhagasya satadha kalpita sacha. The top portion of the hair, if you divide it into 100 parts, And again, that 100th part, if we divide again 100 part, that is the magnitude of the spirit soul. Keshagra satabhagascha satadha kalpitasya cha jiva bhaga savijñaya cha anantaya kalpate. So we, living entities, a small particle, very atomic small particle, 1/10,000th part of the top of the hair. It can simply be imagined. We are achinta. But we understand from Vedic literature what is the magnitude. It is not nirakar. That is not a fact. It has got akar. But at our present position, material condition, we cannot measure it. And because we cannot measure it, just like in geometry I have studied, the point has no breadth and length. But actually there is breadth and length, but we cannot measure it. Similarly, the magnitude of the spirit soul is smaller than the point. We cannot measure it with our material measuring instruments. Anyway, even if you can, that is the magnitude. So, that small particle is described in the Bhagavad Gita that na jayate na mriyate. That a small particle has also no birth and death. Na hannate hannamani sarire. It is so powerful that because that small particle is within this body, dehinasmin jatha dehe, it is so healthy, so bright, moving so swiftly, acting so nicely, it has got so nice brain. And as soon as that small particle, atomic particle, is gone from this body, it is useless, a lump of matter. So, if so much power is there for the small particle of the Supreme Soul, how much the Supreme Soul, who is all-pervading, universal form, how much potency he has got, you can just imagine. Therefore Krishna says, Ajopi, although I have no birth and death, Ajopi san Abhaya Atma. Atma means this body, Atma means this mind, and Atma means the soul. Three things, they are called Atma. So Krishna's either body or mind or the soul, there is no difference. Krishna's body is Abhaya. Our body is Bhaya. It deteriorates, changes. Our body deteriorates, changes. Just like we are born, a small child, baby, it grows, it stays for some time. Then it makes some byproducts. From this body we get some children, byproducts. Then we deteriorate in old age and this body is finished. This is called sarabhikar, 6 kinds of changes of material body. But Krishna hasn't got such changes. Krishna body is Abhaya. His mind is Abhaya. That means as we have got difference between our soul and the body, Krishna hasn't got that. Abhaya Atma. His mind, his body and his Atma, his soul, the same thing. His Supreme Soul, whole. There is no difference between his body, his mind and soul. This is to be understood. Abhaya Atma. Those who cannot understand, they make difference between Atma, Krishna's Atma and Krishna's body. They think, the Mayavadi philosophers, they say that Krishna he is God or godly, they have got the imagination, but his body is made of matter. No, that is not. If his body had been made of matter, then how he could remember millions of years ago what he did? We cannot remember even what we did yesterday night or just this morning. We forget. The body is changing. The blood corpuscles are changing. That is scientific. But Krishna hasn't got that. Therefore he is explaining himself. We can understand Krishna by Krishna's explanation. We should not make any rascal interpretation. Then we will not be able to understand Krishna. Because our senses are imperfect. Athapi te deva padambujadayam prasado leshanu grihita eva hi janati tattam. Either you have to understand Krishna from the Krishna personally, that is not possible, or one who has got received the favor of Krishna, from him you can understand Krishna. Athapi te deva padambujadayam prasado leshanu grihita. One who is favored with a little mercy of the lotus feet of Krishna, he can understand Krishna. Bhaktamam abhijanati. One who has taken shelter of Krishna, that means he is pure devotee. From him you can understand what is Krishna. Athapi te deva padambujadayam prasada lesana. Prasada lesa. Minute quantity of mercy. One who has received from Krishna, he can understand. Or here is Krishna explaining himself that what he is. Ajo, he has no birth and death. One who thinks that Krishna appeared and he is now dead, now another Krishna has appeared. That is not the fact. Krishna is one. He can expand himself in many forms. That is different thing. But Krishna, Advaita, Achyuta, Anadi, Ananta Rupam. Ananta. He has multi, innumerable forms. But still he is one. Advaita. Advaita, Achyuta. He does not fall. Krishna, suppose Ishara Sarvabhutanam Riddesho Arjuna Tishtati, because Krishna has expanded himself in many millions of forms to stay within the heart of the living being. That does not mean Krishna has fallen. Abhyatma. He is the same, Krishna. There is no difference. Krishna is existing in innumerable universes. Krishna is existing everywhere. Still, he is Abhyatma. From the original Krishna, although he has expanded to millions and trillions unlimited, still he is Abhaya, without any minus. It is not like that. We have got some bank balance and if it is taken away millions times, then it is finished. No. Purnasya purnamadaya purnameva avasishyati. This is Krishna. This is the verdict of the Vedanta. Purnasya purnamada purnamada. Purnat purnamudachyate. Everything which is emanating from Krishna, that is complete. There is no deficiency. Everything. Janmadasya yataha. The absolute truth. That is absolute truth. So, in all the Vedas, Upanishads, Samhitas, the same thing is described in different way. Nitya nityanam, chetana chetananam. In this way, here Krishna himself describes himself that ajopi and abhyatma. Abhyatma. He does Krishna's body, mind, there is no difference. Absolute. What is Krishna's body? That is Krishna's soul. What is Krishna's mind? That is Krishna's soul. Or what is Krishna's soul? That is Krishna's body. That is Krishna. Abhyatma. Ajopi sanabhyatma bhutanam Ishara. Ishara. He is not ordinary living being. Bhutanam. Ishara. That is the difference. He is Ishara. We are not Ishara. We may be Ishara. Ishara means controller. But that we are not. The Supreme Ishara. The Supreme Ishara is called Krishna. Ishara Parama Krishna. We are not Supreme Ishara. The so-called incarnation of God, they declare that I am God. But he may be God. God means a subordinate God. Not the Supreme God. The Supreme God is Krishna. God means controller. You may have some controlling power, admitted, but you are not Supreme Controller. The Supreme Controller is Ishara. Therefore, Krishna. Therefore Krishna said, Bhutanam Ishara vi. Ishara. All Bhutan. Bhutan means all living entities, or everything which has appeared within this material world. Janmadasya jata is the supreme source of everything. That is also described in the 10th chapter, that aham adi devanam matta sarvam pravartate. Everything. Matta parataram nanyat kinchijasti dhananjaya. These things are described. So we have to accept Krishna like that. And if we make our own interpretation, rascal-like, that will not help us to understand what is Krishna and what is Bhagavad Gita. That is going on, generally. Krishna has no existence. Krishna, there was no Krishna, it is story. There was no battlefield of Kurukshetra. These things are going on, spoken by so-called political leaders and scholars. But that is not the fact. They do not understand Krishna, simply mislead people. Therefore, the world is in chaotic condition. Try to understand Krishna, then your life will be successful. Krishna is explaining. Krishna is so kind that jada jada hi dharmasya, he will explain that. Why he comes. Ajopi san abhyatma bhutanam iswarupi san sambhavami jugajig. Why? Just to remind us what is Krishna. Just to teach us, because we misunderstand. We are so fools and rascals. We misunderstand Krishna. We cannot understand. If we simply understand Krishna, then our life is successful. Taktadeham punarjanma naiti mamiti kauntya. The simple thing. Just try to understand Krishna. This simple one thing will make your life successful. So Krishna is explaining himself. Ajopi sanabhyatma bhutanam ishwari prakriting shvamadhisthaya. Prakriting shvam. Personal energy. Personal form. Krishna is, he has got his personal form. That Samasundar with flute. That is described in the Brahma Samhita. Chintamani prakara sadmasu kalpa vrikha lakhyabhritesu surabhira vipalayant. He is very fond of tending cows, surabhira vipalayant. Lakshmi sahasra sata sambrama sevamanam govindamadi purusam tamaham. Venum kannantam. He is very fond of playing on flute. Aravinda dalayata aksang. His eyes are just like petals of the lotus flower. These are described in the Vedic literature. So Krishna is not formless. It is not that the devotees of Krishna, by imagination, they have, as the Mahabharata rascals say, that they have made a form by imagination. No. This is described in the Vedas. And Krishna, when appeared on this planet, the same thing was visible. Those who have seen, authorities, just like Vyasdev, Arjuna, he has seen personally he has described in the Bhagavad Gita, Parabrahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhava. Your personality is unknown to the so-called scholars, but authorities like Vyasa, Devala, Narada, Vasita, they accept this form. It is very difficult. These things are there, you'll find in the 10th chapter. So Krishna is not formless, but what kind of form he has got, he is describing himself. Prakritim samadhishta. How we are forced to take birth by the manipulation of the external material energy. Prakriti kriyamalani gunai karmani sarvas. Ahankar vimuratma. Kattaham iti mannat. Ahankar, we are under the clutches of the external energy or material energy. Krishna has got multi-energies. Parasa Shakti Vividaivasyat. Maya means energy also. Maya means energy. And Maya means illusion also. And Maya means affection. There are different meanings of Maya. So here it is said, Prakriti or Maya, Prakritim samadhishtaya. He has got multi-energies. That energies have been divided into three. External energy, internal energy, and marginal energy. That will also you'll find in the 7th chapter. Aparayam itastu viddhi me prakritim para. Para prakriti and apara prakriti. The apara prakriti is this material energy, and the para prakriti is spiritual energy. There are two kinds of prakriti. So, that spiritual, because Krishna is spiritual whole, so his spiritual energy, prakritim sham, that internal potency, or the spiritual energy. So his body is spiritual, his body is not material. Therefore, abhyatma, it is imperishable. These things to be understood. Prakritim samadhishtaya sammamami atmamaya. Again he says atmamaya. He is not forced to take birth by the external energy. He appears by his own energy, internal energy, or spiritual energy. And therefore he is abhyatma. Ajopi san abhyatma, bhutanam ishwaropi san, is still. We should not take Krishna as one of us, because he is bhutanam ishwara. Bhutanam ishwaropi san. Just like a crude example may be given. When there was independence movement, Mahatma Gandhi went to jail. Many big leaders. But there are other criminals also, pickpockets and thieves and murderers. If they would think, now Mahatma Gandhi has come into jail, we are the same. We are the same. No. Similarly, when Krishna comes, if the rascals and fools think that Krishna is also like us, as we have come into this material world, they are fools. No, we are fools. Just like criminal, a pickpocket or a thief, a rogue, a murderer, he is forced to. So of course, here Mahatma Gandhi was also forced, but that is not the case, because he is the controller. Bhutanam ishwaropi. The material energy cannot force Krishna, because he is Ishvara. He is the controller. A controller cannot be forced. Just like in the British Constitution it is said that a king can do no wrong. Even king appears to have done something wrong, he does not come within the law. Similarly, although Krishna has killed so many demons, does not mean that he is criminal. He is still the Bhutanam Ishvara. He is still. That is to be understood. Krishna, superficially, he has done so many things which is sinful for us. Just like these are very great subject matter. This was questioned by Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj, when he danced with the girls of Brajabhumi, Rasa dance. So Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Sukadeva Goswami that Krishna, who came to establish the principles of religion, how he danced with girls and wives of others. That was explained. That Tejya Sagnadusaya. Tejya Sagnadusaya. Krishna danced with others' wife or sister or the girls. They were all girls. They came at midnight to dance with him. But they are also not material, that is spiritual. It requires little brain to understand. So Parikshit Maharaj, Sukadeva Goswami explained that these things should not be considered by the conditioned soul. They should not even dream of this. It is a different thing. And if you think that Krishna has a fault because he danced with others' wife, so he explained the Tejya Sangana dosha. Tejya Sang, a thing which is very, very powerful, he is not contaminated. That is the conclusion. Just like the sun. The sun soaks water from urine. We pass urine somewhere, and the sun soaks the water, the urine. That is poisonous, that is infectious. But that sun does not become infected because he is so powerful. If that is possible for ordinary material things, how much powerful is Krishna? So we should not discuss the Rasa Leela generally, because unless one is advanced in spiritual consciousness and Krishna consciousness, they should not try to understand what is Rasa Leela. It is very confidential. It is meant for the liberated soul, those who are liberated by devotional service. Actually, those who are engaged in devotional service, they are liberated. They are not within the material world. Mancha vyavicharini bhakti yogena ja sevate sagunan samatittaitan brahma bhuyayaka. So this Rasa Leela is to be relished by the Paramhansas, liberated soul. Nidvitta tarsai rupagiyamana. Vastava vedam. Dharma projita kaitavatra. Parama nirma sarana. Parama nirma sarana. Vastava vastu vedam atra. So, we should not jump. First of all, we should read Bhagavad Gita very carefully. Try to understand Krishna, what is Krishna.
अपडेट्स के लिए चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें और यदि टॉपिक से रिलेटेड आपका कोई प्रश्न हो तो कमेंट बॉक्स में आप पूछ सकते हैं।